prefer not to use a magic circle or or don't have one, if you have a ball and a loop, that will usually do just fine. And then I think that's Sheila's husband. We're like, we can't hear anything except for this man talking. I think it's your husband talking. Oh, is he? Oh, you're kidding. Oh. It was so clear, I thought he was in the corner of your room. And I thought, that's wild. So we're going to inhale up. So you're having more work done? Oh. Going up. You're going to be the last big house. Wow. But you'll have a new little community. Yeah. So we're just taking up, we're finding our feet, thinking about the positives, what could be good, right? It could be good, and you have a plan B to make it good in some way. And Sheila's getting, instead of worrying about the new construction, she's thinking about, hey, it could be fun having more neighbors because she's such a social creature. Good. And then we're going to take those arms all the way up and we're going to side bend, pressing up to the sky. Good. Let yourself, I'm going to get down on my knees so you can see, but I'm literally taking time to push through the heel of my hand and let that side get longer. Good. And then come back to center, give yourself a bow. And then back up to the other side. Take your time, push through, get as long as you can. Yes, good. And then back to center, bow. And we'll do one more each way. Hi, Eloise. I don't think I got to say hi. I think I only shouted at you to find your magic circle. That's not very nice. Good. There you go. And then back to center and bow. Good. Let your circle drop all the way down. If you have a ball, it's going to press against your thigh bones. We're going to find our hands on the far edge of your toy, whatever toy you have. And then exhale, press in, let your abs pull up. Inhale, release, expand your shoulder blades across your back. Then exhale, press again. Let your belly pull in. Inhale, expand. Again, not to your ears, but wide. Good. Exhale, press. Good. Big inhale. Last one. Exhale, press. Good. And release. Go ahead and let your hands come back to the sides of that circle and then lift your spine up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to spine twist. So I'm holding to the outside. Sheila, you can also just press, or if you want to have your loop in your hands and pull it apart, you can do that. We're going to pull open to the side. And then exhale, pull back to the center. Inhale, exhale, pull to your side. Good. Inhale, exhale, pull to center. Inhale, exhale, pull. He's waiting for you to do something. Good. Good. And pull. Let's do one more each way. So we're consciously imagining that we're pulling that circle or that loop band open here. Good. Nice. All right. And then open your feet into parallel if they're not already. Good. And then we're going to pull back with the same idea as we sit in our squat. So pulling back with the back, resisting with the front, pulling with the front, and then come into center. Other side. Sit back, pull, pull. Good. Yes. So as you're going, I should see your circle get a little bit oval shaped because both arms are pulling. Same thing with your loop. Both arms are pulling apart, pulling apart. Oops. Go get it. Good. And then this would be your last one to the left. Good. And then all the way up. Good. All right. And then we'll let that come down. Nice. How are we feeling? Okay? Good. Fine? Okay, good. So then let's take your circle, put it on the side of your hip. So if you have a loop, grab your ball. And we're going to sit in our squat. Did I say hip? Pardon me. Put it a little lower, right below the hip bone. So it's on your top of your leg. And as you sit, we're going to press in. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Come back up to a stand. Good. And good. Good. Nice. I was watching to see if people would be shifting around, but everyone's staying really nicely centered over their center here. Good. Good. One more. We're going to stay down. Good. Release your arm. Step back with your left foot. Good. Now just tap in, just like that. Just a tap. Step it back. If you're a foot minder, it's light, so you're not putting big pressure on that foot. It's just a tap. Then you're going to add in a squeeze of this circle every time you tap in. Good. And me and Eloise and Sheila, we're going to watch this thigh. It's going to push back at that hand every time. That's it. Good. Good. And one more. Good. Put that foot down. Good. Come all the way up. Release both arms. Woo. Good. Side bend over. Good.
I didn't realize she...
What's that?
I didn't realize Jinda had a loop. I thought she would just press it into space.
Oh.
Because it disappears in her fog.
Oh, in her fog. Mark is looking at you, Chinda, because you have the magical mystery background on. And your circle disappears, so it looks like you're just moving in a fog.
I'm very impressed.
So here, remember, release, repress, and then come back up. That's it. Release, repress, and then back up. That's it. Good. Next one we'll hold, so we'll stay down. Good. And we'll start first just the foot, just finding the tap, right, and backing in. Noticing how much, maybe you're like me, you shifted way off to the side. See if you can find your center a little more. And then start adding in the press of the circle. Pressing the circle while you also press with your thigh. Add it. Yeah. Press. Come on, me and Eloise. Yeah. So I want you to, first shift your weight onto your heels, almost so much that you feel like your toes are going to come up. Then take a step back. And it won't feel more stable, but it's a better search for stability. Let's see, you're on your, this is your left side. Okay, pull your rib in, away from the ring. And then let your glute hold the ring. So instead of bracing at your low back, you're going to let your abs hold you and then let the thigh pull. Yes, and Sheila and Eloise, I see that you're done. Mark is done too. You guys can all rest. All right. So we're going to do a little standing hip. So left over right. Right hip gets to be sassy. Good. And then we're just holding our circle easy at first. We're just going to let the hip pull in and then release. And you want to think of this as a line from side to side. So it's out and in versus here to here, right? We're going sideways, not forward ways. Yes, that's great. Good. Good. And one more. Good. Hold your hip. Good. So now we have a little balance. Our arms are going to take elbows down. So if you're holding a ball, elbows are down, arms extended. Slide your foot up your leg. Good. Point your toe out to the corner of your room. Flex your foot. Bring the flexed foot back in. Slide it back down. Release your hip. Good. And hip in. Slide it up. Good. Flex your foot. Push it out to the corner of the room. Oh, sorry. Did I say that? Point your toe. Flex your foot. Good. Sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you on purpose. And slide it back down and release. Good. Let's do two more. Push it in. That's locked in. Good. Weight is back behind your toes. Good. Up. Point. Flex. Pull. And slide. Good. Release. Last one. Good. Ooh, lost my last one. Good. And let it go and then bring it back. Good. Switching sides. So starting with just the hip, your toy can rest here easy for a moment. Hip slides out to the side and then pulls in. Good. Nice one, Eloise. Yes, so I want you to hold that for just a split second. Don't let it go so fast, Eloise, because this has to do with when I'm telling you to push your thigh out. It's the same here that does that. Yeah, let your body feel it. Good. Same thing, Sheila. I want you to get that hip way in. You're knocking somebody over here with your hip. Knock them over. Keep going. You got to get your hip all the way over there. Knock them out into space. Yes. So your ball, it's a target. Push it. Bump. Good. Kids don't do the bump anymore. All right. Hold that there. Good. Hold that hip. And then we're going to slide on up. Good. Point out to the corner. Flex. Pull that foot back in. Slide it back down. Release. Re-engage and hold. Good. Slide it up. Oh, sorry. Arms are up here. Everybody watching everybody's feet. Good. Flex. Good. Bring it back in and slide down. Good. And release. Re-engage. Good. Slide. Woo. Good. Nice. I know. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is your last one. Last one. Good. Good. Yes. Whew. And then go ahead and wiggle it out. So if you let your heels raise a little bit as you wiggle out your hips, you'll get a little more motion in the hip socket and it'll feel good. Yeah, it's a little bit like running on the reformer. Yeah? All right. So then let's let ourselves come down to the mat. So we'll roll down, fourth roll down, we'll walk out to our plank. Those of you who like to use your circle for the press, like a Wunda chair press here, you're welcome to do that at the bottom each time and then roll your way back up. I'm going to put down a little contrast because I think my leggings might end up blending in. Let's see if I can help with the lighting too. Oh, that's really dark now, isn't it? Wrong. Are you on number 3? Yep, okay. So once we get out to that plank, we'll pause for a moment and just shrug the shoulders and press away wide. So when I say wide, I'm talking about the scapula on your back. We're going to try to keep the elbows straight but not locked. Yes. Good. Now see if your hips can drop just a little bit. Just a hair. That's it. Good. Nice. Good. And last one. Very good. And then those knees come underneath and we'll have a seat. And swing ourselves forward. Good. All right, so holding on to that circle. We're going to exhale, rounding into a C curve. Just that half roll back. Good. Coming all the way up onto the front of the sits bones. Now, if you're feeling a little stiff here and you're not making it all the way up, take your toy, loop it over your feet, give your hips a little pull, right? Let them rock to the front of your sits bones, and then see if you can lengthen out the back of your leg. I can't remember if Franny, when I looked at the roster, I'm not sure if Franny's here today. If you are Franny, good. This applies to you specifically. Back of knees, heels down, pelvis tilts forward, right? And reach through those heels. Good. Yes, good. And one more. Nice. Okay. Let's come sweep that back to the side. Good. And then press it all the way up. And other side. Good. Watch your heels as you go back. If I'm going to the right, I want to make sure my left one's staying down. Yep. Good. And one more each way. Good. That's it. All right, we're going to hold the next one to the right. So coming back here, here's your to the right. If you're a spine mover, I want you to rotate a little bit more. Spine minders, it's a soft rotation. We're just going to take that arm up and down. Can you deepen your C curve by lengthening it from the back, right? Think of a bigger, beautiful C curve from the spine. Good. That's it. Good. Last one. Find your tremble of truth. Good. Back to center. All the way up. Spine stretch forward. Stack up that spine. Now same thing the other way. I'm just going to flip so I can see you. So rounding back. Sweep to the side. Again, movers, see if you can rotate your torso a little more. Minders, no hard twist. We're going to lift up. Good. And down. That's it. Good. Let your collarbones aim at your circle. Good. And is that opposite foot down. Good. That's it. Last two. Find the length. Find the length. Good. That's it. Good. All right. All the way up. Back to center. Push your toy up to the sky. And then round yourself forward. Good. And then stack up that spine. Nice. Okay. Let's take your toy. Let's see, I'm going to back up so you can see my ankles. We're going to work a little bit on ab control with back chain on as well. So foot. Mark goes, uh-oh. So foot is, I've got my left foot on top of the circle and the right one is down. I'm going to press down with that left foot as I roll into that C curve. Release, exhale, repress, hold it as we come back up, right? So this is what I'm always telling you, keep your legs down, right? This is you holding this down on purpose. And you might tremble, it might bounce around a little bit. That's okay. Good. Good. And then back up and release. Now on the way up, you are welcome to hold that leg down, but grab it to get a little bit more height up, right? So if you're trying to get this underside chain to get a little longer, give yourself a little pull, yeah? All right, Last one, then we're going to add on here. So inhale, exhale, rounding back. Hold that C curve. Exhale, lift your other leg up and down. Can you press down on the circle leg? Press. Good. That's it. 2 more. See how high you can get that leg. Good, Eloise. That's it. Yes. Nice job. And is that the last one? Did I count 2? Good. All right. Let yourself reach for your circle. You're already in your half roll back. Roll all the way down. Whew. All right. Flex your feet. Press your heels down. Inhale and exhale into your bow. Continue through to your roll up. And then spine stretch forward. Good. Stack yourself up. And then right foot gets to go on top of your circle. How are we all doing? I know. Whee! Oh, that's a good question. Yes, it's just on the other side of the circle. So those of you watching the replay, Chinda's asking, this leg has to be so far out to miss the circle. And it's really not that far. Circle leg's in front of your hip, and lifting leg is right next to it. That's a good question. All right, we ready for our rollbacks? Yes, Mama, let's see what happens on this side. Okay, me too. Did you say you already did it? All right, so exhale, rolling back, pressing down. Little release. Exhale, press and come back up. Good. And again, you are welcome. Please do grab onto that leg once you're up to give yourself a little bit of extra rolling tilt so you work on getting that mobility. That's it. Yeah, come all the way up. Good. Good. That's it. Come on, leg. You can do it. Hold it. Good. And one more. Good. And then back into that half roll back. Holding that circle. Okay. Now press down your circle. Lift your other leg. And lower. Ooh, my quads. Holy cow. That's it. Keep those abs going here. Keep those abs going. That's it. Good. God. Got one more. Got one more. Oh, tremble of truth right here. Good. Yes. Grab that circle. Extend those legs round all the way down. Oh my goodness. Okay, apparently it's been too long since we've done that series. It's a hard one, my goodness. It's kind of like doing stomach massage on the reformer on a light spring. So Eloise, if you've ever had to do that, I know Eloise has been on the reformer a lot. So hands up to the sky. We're going to simply exhale up into a bow. Bring your right leg into tabletop. Just give yourself a nice upper back stretch. Now, if your toy is big enough and you're flexible enough, you're welcome for these first ones as we alternate feet to put it on your feet and then pull your back up, getting yourself a little extra stretch. If you are a spine minder with osteoporosis, make this moment gentle. If it's more like a spondy situation and that's only in your lumbar, you should be okay here. That's it. Good. I know, why not? Last one. Good. All right, and then all the way down. Good. So we're gonna do roll over. So if we take a nice breath and exhale, legs, slide the legs in, bring your legs up to the sky, putting your toy in between your ankles. We're gonna start with a little prep. So no one roll over yet. We're just gonna feel our triceps and our lats. And they should trigger our serratus and obliques. So push hard onto the ground as hard as you can, and then release. So if you see how Mark set himself up at the wall, he's still going to do the same thing. He's going to press down and wake up those triceps and lats. Yes? Good. One more prep. Feeling your arms start the motion. Good. And then if you feel good about it, you can let yourself lift all the way up. Keep your arms going. Inhale and exhale back down. Pulling your tail away from your toy. If you're at a wall, imagine that you had, oh, you guys at the wall, you guys can take your ball and put it between your knees. Do you have, I give you a ball, yeah? Yeah. Or your circle. That's a great one. And then you literally pull, imagine pulling your pubic bone away from that ball on the way down. Good. That's it, good. And then I'll join you for one more. Good, feel good? All right. You can keep your circle for leg circles. You can let it rest on the ground. If you're using your circle for leg circles, you can have a small range of motion here, but that will give you a big stretch through your calf. You can have a bigger range of motion here with it behind your thigh, two hands holding on and helping assist the leg, and that will give you more stretch through the ham and bottom of glute, yeah? And of course you can have no circle and just use it as a framework for your shoulders as they stay still. So as we twist to the side here, your circle should stay right above you, right? So you can do it any way you want, doing 5 each way. Yeah, and when you get your 5 each way, you can simply change legs. Good. That's it. I love that I can see your reaching long legs, Sheila, on the ground. That's great. Good. Same thing, Chinda. I like that I can see that. I have to move this screen so I can see Eloise better. Hang on. There, that's a little better. Good. All right. So when you've got both directions, both ways, both legs, we're going to rock and roll up to sitting and roll like a ball. So spine minders, right? You have 2 choices. The balance point here where you tip back and then use your abs to bring you forward. Or you can work here up in your bow, curling up, and then back down. If you're working down here, I love the feet in the circle because you can feel the relationship between the pushing of the legs and the stabilizing of the torso. Everybody else, You are rolling. I'm just going to do the small version for me because big rolls make me feel nauseous still. Good, that's it. So Sheila, with your loop band, you've got it over your feet. Can you grab it and pull it? In fact, if you cross it, so I've made a little cross with it, then grab it and pull it, then you can feel it pushing, and you're gonna hold your arm steady right here on the side of you. So put your hands on the outside of your legs. There you go. Now when you push, you can't let your legs go away from you. Do you feel that? Yeah, that's it. Shh. That's the way. Good. You got it. So then let's stay back for the one leg stretch. So if you've got your band or toy on your feet, simply lift it right off. Take your hands and put it on the inside of that. So if you've been holding a ball, trade it for a loop. Extend one leg out. Reach as low as you can until you feel your butt turn on. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. Just holding straight up in that bow. That's it. Good. Feel that bottom glute. We're not going to hit the ground, but we're going to get really close. Good. Good. Last one on each side. Good. And then we'll bring those legs in. Small break. Turn your head in case you were losing your torso position. And when you're ready, exhale back up into your bow. Good. Extend one leg out. Now pull yourself down toward the bent knee. And then exhale, reach over those legs, other side. And reach. Good. And reach. So I'm inside, pushing out. So I'm activating the back of my shoulder, the oblique and the serratus on the side of the waist a little bit more. Yes, good. That's it, good. And last one each way. Good. Good. All right. Then bring that all the way in. Double leg stretch. You have so many choices here, I can't even begin to tell you. So if you already know your favorite one, you do it. Here's your classic, no toy, right? Reaching overhead, circling around. Reach overhead, drop those abs in, circle around. With your toy, same thing, just holding overhead so you feel yourself having to make your shoulders immobile. With your toy around the world, it goes out, bring it underneath. Switch hands out, and then reverse. So it's a nice little bit of extra load for your obliques to manage. That's it. Yes. Good. Yeah, there you go, Sheila, good. And then Eloise, keep your heels together as you stretch out. Really make that whole inner thigh line have to stay turned on. That's it, Levy. Now point your toes, baby. Good. That's it, Eloise. Good. Nice. And then look how gorgeous that is. I know. Why wouldn't you want to be that gorgeous all the time? Good. Look how pretty. All right. Good. And then come in for a little rest. Just a quick little rest. We're going to take your circle, put it between your ankles now that your inner thighs are a little bit more awake. If you have a ball, use a ball. If you have a yoga block, use a yoga block. We're going to do TikTok. So take your arms to the sky today. We're going to do the more advanced version. All of us are going to give it a go. And I want you to take your arm bone, set it against the floor. Not your wing bone, the actual arm. Bring it down to the mat. Then inhale, tip to the side. Is that still down to the mat? Exhale, push back to center. Inhale to the other side.
Whoa.
Good. And then exhale back to center. Right? So you're constantly checking, am I still keeping that upper arm bone connected to the floor? You might notice that you don't tip as far as you normally do. That's okay, right? We're challenging ourselves so that we grow. Yes, good. That's it. Check your arm bone. Check your arm bone. If you're going right, you check the left. If you're going left, you check the right. Good. Nice. That's it. Yes. Nice, Chinda. Good through your center. Really nice. Love it. Good, you guys. Okay. Now legs are still up. We're back at center. We're going to do around the world. And here I'm going to switch mine so I'm on the banded part of my circle. I prefer that to the handles for this one. We come up and bow. And hands reach up here, mostly to check on your toy because it will likely move. We're going to squeeze, imagine pulling your toy through you to your belly, and then release as you rotate front to back. You shouldn't be able to see the other ankle. Exhale, squeeze. Shh. Release as you come back side to side. Squeeze again, pulling into your belly. Release. Rotate front to back. You shouldn't be able to see the other ankle. Squeeze. Shh. Good. That's it. Shh. Just like that. Good. One more. So you should end up with your second leg behind. Shh. Good. Now take your hands behind your head. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, scoop. And I want that to start from your belly, not your legs. Switch sides. Good. You might need to adjust. Lower. And lead from your belly. Should be a treble of truth here. If I lead from my legs, it's going to probably look like this. A pop, and then a flex, and my head will push up. Right? If I lead from my abs, shh, my spine stays more on the mat. That makes sense? Let's see, is that 3 sets yet? Have we done 3 on each side? Or so? Mark has done 3. If you've done 3, then you can come down. Good. Yes? 3 each side, we can come down. Good. Makes sense, you guys? Okay, that's a yes. I'll take that as a yes. So we're going to step those legs inside your circle. So the circle is up above your thigh bones. I think I'm going to use a loop band just so you can see my circle. I don't think you can see it at all when I do that. So pretend this is my circle. If you have a loop band, you can use a loop band. There, it's a little easier to see. Okay. So inhale, exhale, peel your hips up off the mat, driving down through those heels. Big inhale, exhale, roll down. So if you have a circle, you are pushing out into it, really trying to make it be a little oval. We're looking for these glute med, that nice relationship there. Now if you want to, you can take your hands, let them come right behind your butt, and then push on either edge of your sacrum up a little more. See if that's really what's pulling you. Holding you there, let your ribs drop it a little more and see if that's really what's holding you up. Some of us are quite good at sort of using the glute and the rest of the way using our back. So it's a nice little self-check. Good. And one more, let's hold it up and give ourselves breathing arms. We're going to inhale, take them up to the ceiling. Exhale overhead. Inhale, let them lift up. Exhale, they press down on either side so much that you feel your hips start to lift. Good. Inhale up. Exhale overhead. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale overhead. Good. Nice. And then inhale up and exhale, press. Here comes your last set. Glutes should be really on by now. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up and exhale, push down and then roll down through your spine. Good. Release your legs a little bit. Good. Now we're just going to have can. So all we have to do is hold ourselves up in that hip bridge. Good. Collarbones open, fingertips reaching down the mat. And then we extend one leg out and bring it back down. Another one. Point. You're on your toes. Oh. Oh, I hear you. Yes. Okay. Good. Did you get cramp, Sheila, on that one? Good. And last one on each side. Nice. And then we can roll down through the spine. Good. And so then you can pull those knees in so you can take your circle or loop off your thigh bones. Good. And then press those heels down. We're going to roll up to sitting. That's good. All right. Hands are going to come to your side. We're going to work on our snake prep, right? So hands to the side, feet stacked. You can't see my feet. Oops. And then lift your hips up, spin around so your hips are facing the ground. And there you are, pretty much in your snake. Come back to the side and then have a seat. And then go right to the other side. Hands to your side. Let your hips roll. And then roll over onto your toes. I'm going to show you a foot minder version in a moment. So if your feet don't love that. Oh. Okay. So it changes because you're moving around the joint, right? Let's see. So I think my foot minders figured it out on knees instead. Shouldn't like the next closest thing would be to just do something like this, where you roll through the arm and let the joint loosen up. Yeah. Well, because you're building the strength through the shoulders to be able to manage the shifting load, right? Did everybody get at least 3 on each side? Yeah? Okay. Okay, good. Then we can come on to our bellies and we can have a little bit of swan. Yes. So if you have a toy that you love for swan, you can use it. Some people like the circle, some people like the ball. If you have a roller, that's my favorite, I think. I'll show that too. But you start your swan, hands by your armpits if you're not using a toy. And then just inhale, exhale, float your sternum up. And then inhale, exhale, come back down. If you're using a toy, I think we've all done this together before. Let's see, where can I be that I can see you and not... That's okay. How's that? So, yeah. Rolling in and rolling out. So the advantage of using one of your toys in this way is that it keeps you connected to your shoulder stabilizers, tricep, teres, lats, serratus, all that guy. And then on your circle, same idea, up, shrug away, pull it back, lift and down. Up, shrug, pull, lift, and down. Good. Any of those is good. And then the big deal is just at the top of that lift, can you check your heels? Are they aiming toward each other and not toes in, right? Give them that nice little roll. Good. Good. And then one more. Yeah. Good. Nice. Okay. Then toy comes down. And then you can take yourself up onto forearms for single leg kick. Now you have two options here. Once your thighs are off the mat, your knees are off the mat, where you can do classic, right, just like that, one at a time. Or if you want to, you can take a circle or a ball behind your leg, so holding it there, and you're gonna pulse, pulse, release. Pulse, pulse, release. And you'll do that 4 times on each side. So instead of switching sides without a toy, you can hold that there too if you want extra. I think that's gonna make my ham cramp this morning, so I might bow out of that one. Well, now I have to do the other side, don't I? So I can't bow out of it. Yeah, so Mark is modeling the no toy version. He's alternating legs each time. And I've got the toy version, pulse, pulse, keeping the thigh off the ground on both sides. Good. That's it. And one more for me. Good. Good. All right. Let yourself lower down. We're going to do archival swan dive. So if we start with our hands at our shoulders, lift your sternum up, lower yourself, lift your legs, reach your arms back behind you. Good. Put your hands at your shoulders, lift a little higher. Good. Trying to keep your knees off the mat. Lower, reach back, open those collarbones up. When you reach back, this is not a throwaway moment. You want to pull your thumbs up toward the ceiling and back along it. So your pinkies come down toward the floor and forward. Yeah, you're really opening up the top of your shoulders. Good. And then if you feel like you've got good shoulder motion there, then you can flip those hands, pull them together so that now thumbs are down and pinkies are up. But save that until you feel like you've got good shoulder mobility, right? That might not be today. Yeah, good. I love that you guys are checking one way and then the other way. That's good. If when you flip it thumbs down, you feel your neck get smaller, that shoulder get tighter, right? You know we want to work on a little more keeping that open space. Good. Yeah, let's do one more. I love that I can see you thinking. That's the best. Yeah, good. And then we can come all the way up onto all fours and have a nice cat stretch. If a child's pose feels better to you there, take a child's pose. Why not? Why not? Do what feels good. That's it. Pull the tail up. Good. And we're going to do one more. And up. And then we're going to slide back onto our belly for a little swimming. So if you drop your hips and then lower yourself like a slow motion push-up, that's okay. That's it. Very nice. And then once you're down, opposite arm, opposite leg with the sternum slightly lifted, and then switch. Yep, super simple, but the work isn't simple, right? The motion is simple, but the work is not. So if your head bobs up and down every time you lift your arm, you're not moving your arm from your scapula. Your spine isn't staying stable with your spinal extensors, right? See if you can get a little more chest lift for me, Sheila. Lift your chest a little bit up. There you go, good. Now keep that chest up. We want more of that extension for your upper back. Good. That's better, Eloise. I like how you stabilize that out. Super good. Good. And last one on each side. I gotta squeeze in 2 more. Good. Nice job. We're going to press up into down stretch. That means the hips stay down. The toes will tuck under if you're a foot mover. So you've got the pads of your toes on the ground, and we peel that spine up. The hips are heavy and down. Aim your heels toward each other a little bit, and then back. Good. And then gently come all the way down. Good. And again, inhale, exhale, peel your spine upward. So it's like mega swan. Hips down, heels toward each other, and then push them back. That little push back helps make sure that we keep a little engagement on that back chain. That's it. Up. Good. That's it. And let's do one more. When you're at your very top, hold it and see what's keeping you from getting a little more extension. Do you need to push from your butt, not your low back? Do you need to lift from your upper back? Maybe you need to roll those heels in a little. Good. All right. Then scoop your abs in until you're in a knee plank. So now you're not down stretch anymore. You're up in your nice knee plank. Good. Take a breath. Exhale. Lift your knees off. And then we're going to do knee falls. So the knee falls, the hip stays the same. And then other side. Knee falls, hip stays the same. Elbows are soft. Remember this one, you have a teacup on your back. It does not get to rock and roll here. So look what a good job Mark is doing. His pelvis stays still. It's not falling down with his leg. Really good. Yes. Good. He did a good job. Do you hear Sheila? She goes, yeah. Awesome. And then you can sit back in child's pose. Look how far he's come. I like it when we can all see each other's change, right? See how we grow, see how we work. Appreciate each other's efforts. All right. Then we're going to take a lift. So then we're going to lift ourselves up to a stand. So scoop your belly in. Let yourself press those heels back. Take a pause here in this big elephant position with your tail up to the sky. And then just gently run a little bit through your heels. Good. Yeah, and then we'll walk those hands in. And then chin to just make sure your shoulders are wide on your back. No pinching at that AC joint. Good. Okay. And then I want to do a little bit of the standing arms here. So you can be in parallel. You can be in Pilates stance. I'm going to be in parallel, but I'm going to wrap my heels together in that position. I've got my toy in hand. If you, let's see, do you need a loop band? No, you won't need a loop band. But you'll need something that you can squeeze. So to your chest, find your pinky edge of your hand. Keep the thumb side active, but I want you to make sure we don't collapse in. A lot of us do this kind of a press. I want you to find this outside, then add that in. You can almost see the little scoop under my hand. Is that visible? I don't know if that's visible. That's it. We're not going to smash it flat. Good. So out, squeeze, and pull it back in. Yep. Out. Good. Good. That's it. I like the reset of the feet there. I saw that, Chinda. Good. Good. And one more. Press out. Good. Now take those arms up. Squish your head. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze like you're trying to make yourself touch your ears. Push back up to the sky and release. Good. Bring it up. Squish your head. That's it. Good. Up. Good. That's it. Squish your head so it goes right around your head like a halo that's a little too big. Good. And one more. Squish your head. Now arms stay up. Elbows point forward. We bend the elbows, drop right behind the back. Push up to the sky, squeezing. Good. So elbows are trying to stay forward, not out here. And yes, good. Come on, get those elbows in as much as you can. I'm working my right one. It wants to wing like crazy. Good. Can we do 2 more? Yes, good. And last one. Let those arms come down. Holy moly. Bring your circle to the right. Let your head fall to the left. Your hand is just resting now, using it as a place to stretch over, nice and long. Should be a big stretch to the side. Good. Let your head roll forward. And then you can take your circle up to the other side. And then once you get there, let your hand reach over it, reach past it. So if you have a ball, it's the same idea. You're using it as just a place to rest your arm and lengthen past. Yeah, shouldn't be a hold. It's easy long. Let your elbows go. Yeah, there you go. And then roll that head forward. Good. Bring your circle just to the front of you or your toy. Just let it dingle dangle. You're going to let your head rock back and forth. Good. One more each way. Good. And then back to the center. Drive through your feet. Throats up. Good. And then just turn your head. Good. Back to center. And turn your head. Good. Now you're going to take your toy. If I'm looking to your left, you're going to pull your toy back to the right. And then as you look to your right, switch hands. Pull your toy back to your left. Good. And we're going to do one more each way. Good. Easy peasy. Good. Good. And then you might find, oh no, I want to do this side again. I want to do this side again. Right? Go ahead. Yeah. Feel what you need. Good. Yeah. Honor that body. It's an amazing body. Good. And then we'll let the toy come down to the ground. Let's take a nice breath in. Good. Push those hands out. Good. Yeah, way out to the sides. Good. And another breath. In. Good. And push out as far as you can. Far, 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 far. Good. And one more time. You're pressing all the goodness that the world needs to have, shining it out through the palms of your hands. Look at all that goodness. Whoosh. Good. And let that drop. Thank you, gang. Happy Friday. Hope you... Oh, really? You're kidding. At Lake Forest Park? Oh, wow. In that big community room they have? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I know. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh.